skiddly sky, skiddly doo. I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I wanna hear the story, it's gonna be fun, 'cause hearing about Jesus is for everyone. So
hi everyone, nice to see you again, and welcome to another week of Coffee Stop Songs and a Story. It's lovely to see you. I hope you've had a really good week. I hope you've been able to get outside in your gardens or go out for walks and enjoy this beautiful weather. I'm looking forward to singing some songs now, so I'm just going to get my music started, and then we're going to start off with our usual heads and shoulders and knees and toes. Are you all warmed up? Are you all ready to go? Okay.
Heads, shoulders, knees and toes. Point to each part of the body as it is mentioned.
Shoulders.
Watch out for the third verse.
We're ready, aren't we? Yes, we are. Right, everyone, on your feet. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Well done, that was fantastic. I can see you doing the actions. We ready to go again? Where are your heads? Yes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Well done. Now remember, the third verse is going to try and catch us out, but we're ready. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and head, shoulders, knees and head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Yay! Well done. Should we do the hokey cokey? We like that one, don't we? Ready with your right arms? You put your right arm in, your right arm out. In, out, in, out. You shake it all about. You do the hokey cokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Knees bend, arms stretch, rah, rah, rah. You put your left arm in, your left arm out. In, out, in, out. You shake it all about. You do the hokey cokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Join hands. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Knees bend, arms stretch, rah, rah, rah. You put your right leg in, your right leg out. In, out, you shake it all about. You do the hokey cokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Knees bend, arms stretch, rah, rah, rah. You put your left leg in, your left leg out. In, out, you shake it all about. You do the hokey cokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Knees bend, arms stretch, rah, rah, rah. You put your whole self in, your whole self out. In, out, you shake it all about. You do the hokey cokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey cokey. Knees bent, arms stretched, rah, rah, rah. Oh, lovely, well done. I'm exhausted.
If you're happy and you know it, join with us.
We're happy, aren't we? Let's get going with our claps. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Now nod our heads. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, nod your head. Now wink our eye. If you're happy and you know it, wink your eye. If you're happy and you know it, wink your eye. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, wink your eye. Gonna stamp our feet. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. I'm gonna shout we are in loud. If you're happy and you know it, shout we are. We are. If you're happy and you know it, shout we are. We are. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout we are. We are. Hooray! Well done everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Now our last one. We're all going to clap our hands together because we're having such a lovely time. We all clap hands together. We all clap hands together. We all clap hands together and have a lovely time. Gonna stamp our feet. We stamp our feet together. We stamp our feet together. We stamp our feet together and have a lovely time. Now we're gonna jump up and down. Let me see you all jumping. We jump up and down together. We jump up and down together. We jump up and down together and have a lovely time. Now we're going to swing our arms. Let me see those arms swinging. We swing our arms together. We swing our arms together. We swing our arms together and have a lovely time. Now we're going to go to sleep. Are you tired? Oh. We go to sleep together, we go to sleep together, we go to sleep together, we've had a lovely time. Oh, thank you so much everyone, I've had a lovely time with that, hope you have as well. I'm sure you were all joining in with the actions, perhaps your mums and dads were as well. I have to tell them next time to join in. Anyway, so now we're going to have our story. I wonder what we've got planned today. So, I've brought my Open the Book Storyteller Bible along and I found the ideal story, one that talks about being kind and helpful and being neighbourly. So, we're going to have a little bit of help from someone in a little while. I think you might be able to see his face just peeking in at the side of the picture. But, like last week, I'd really like you to help me out. So, you can't be here up telling the story with me, but you can be doing the actions in your own homes. So, I'll tell you what to do, and there are some parts that I'd like you to shout back at me. So, if I read something out, and then put my hand to my ear, it means I want you to shout the words back. Let's see how we get on as we open the book at a story called The Kind Stranger. Jesus was teaching one day when a man in the crowd asked him a question. "Can you tell me, Jesus, what I have to do to live forever?" Jesus smiled. "Love God," he answered, "and love your neighbour as much as you love yourself." But who is my neighbour?" asked the man, hoping to trick Jesus. "Is he just the fellow who lives next door?" "Let me tell you a story," Jesus said, "and I think you will understand. Once upon a time, there was a man like any of us, who was travelling from Jerusalem to Jericho. Now I need you to be walking as if you're going from Jerusalem to Jericho and just listen.
Now, as you all know, that is a very dangerous road. So I expect you'll be looking around, just checking you're safe. It's twisty and it's steep. Are you climbing up hills and down hills and twisting along? And there's no end of places for robbers and thieves to hide. Well, the robbers were waiting there that day, and they grabbed the man and they beat him. And they took his money and left him to die. Oh dear, sighed the crowd. They felt sorry for the man. Can I hear you say, oh dear? Lovely. Jesus went on with his story. In a little while, another man came walking down that road, a priest, on his way home from worshipping God at the temple. He saw the dying man, and what do you think he did? He helped him, shouted someone from the crowd. He saved him, cried another. No, said Jesus firmly, he did not. He took one look at that poor beaten man, then crossed to the other side of the road and walked away. Oh my, the crowd murmured. Wait, said Jesus. Soon another man passed by. He served God at the temple too. So what do you think this man did when he saw the wounded traveller? He ran for help, shouted someone. He raised the alarm, shouted another. No, said Jesus again, he did not. Just like the priest, he crossed to the other side of the road and left the poor man to die. Oh no, the crowd sighed. Don't worry, said Jesus, for there was one more man who passed by that day, and he was a Samaritan. A Samaritan, shouted someone. They're different from us. We don't like Samaritans, shouted another, and they don't like us, added a third. So I've heard, nodded Jesus. But when this Samaritan saw the man, he didn't walk away, oh no. He bandaged his wounds. He loaded him on his donkey. Here we go, here's our donkey. And normally one of you would be holding this for us, wouldn't you? Perhaps you can pretend to be a donkey. He took him to a nearby inn, and he paid for that man to stay there until he was well. Jesus looked at the man who had asked him the question. So tell me, he said, which of these men was a neighbour to the man who had been robbed? The third one, the Samaritan, the man answered. That's right, Jesus smiled. Because our neighbours are anyone who needs our help. Now, you go and help your neighbour too. Oh, I hope that person did go and help his neighbours. And I hope we get an opportunity to help our neighbours as well, even if it's drawing a rainbow and putting it in our windows, or just waving at them through the glass. It's that sort of time when we need to be thinking about others, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for listening to my story. Thank you, Donkey, for helping out. We might see you again sometime, I expect. Okay, see you next week. Bye.
Skiddly-sky, skiddly-doo. I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I wanna hear the story. It's gonna be fun, 'cause hearing about Jesus is for